Now, one of the easiest forms of taking cuttings is semi-ripe cuttings. All sorts of shrubs, Weigelas, Philadelphus, the mock oranges, Stephanandra, just all sorts of shrubs. They can all be propagated by semi-ripe. This is the late summer time, and it's the shoot that you're using that's not really soft and you're just starting to ripen. So you just take a few stems. This is a hebe. Hebes are, you can get 2 or 3 crops out of a hebe. It's one of the easier ones to do. There's a length of stem there, bit there. Let's go down the potting shed. I'll show you how to do it. Go on, dogs. Nice time of the year. Things are starting to close up. And some of flowering plants, like these Achilleas, were now cut back. What happens then is, for the next 2 or 3 weeks, they bulk up underneath and new shoots arise, strengthens them, ready for next summer. Of course, I can then divide them down further. But we're talking semi-ripe cutting at the moment. Come on, dogs. This is quite a rare mock orange of Philadelphus. This is Coronaris variegatus. Again, if it's got any semi-ripe ripening shoots, you can just take them off, and I'll show you what to do with those. Now, for all my cuttings, I just use a 50% grit and a 50% vermiculite or perlite mix. I've always used it. It doesn't go skanky and green like the seed and cutting compost. With a hebe, which is a fairly easy rooting thing, you can just take 2 pairs of leaves. You cut below one pair of leaves and above the other. Strip those off. That's one cutting. You can go up the stem doing this. What you don't want is the really soft growing point. That will probably just rot off. There we are. They're very similar to a perennial stem cutting. Some things, like Weigelas, Pyracanthas, and the Philadelphus here, they don't root very well all down the stem. So you need to get rid of the growing point and perhaps leave 2 pairs of leaves to be taken off. See that? Too many leaves will lose moisture. Just a couple will do, and that's enough to encourage root growth. A little bit of hormone rooting powder. With the hebes, dog wants his ass kicking. There we are. Bit of hormone powder, very simple. They will root in about a month, and as I say, I use this is one that was done about a month ago, 4 or 5 weeks ago. You can see the plants have fine roots now. There's one that didn't take very well, and that one I'm not going to bother with. Again, you can reuse this mix. In the course of a year, I might use this cutting mix 3 or 4 times. And with that, you just pop them in. I'm only putting 3 in here to show you, but I would probably normally get about 9 in that pot. This is a tray I've just done. You can see here. There's several in this small pot. And these, as I say, will root in about 4 weeks, 5 weeks. Just put the propagator outside somewhere. These propagators are dead easy. So you can get them in places like B&Q or any hardware place. They're not too expensive. I've also seen on the internet recently somebody using storage boxes. These big, deep storage boxes of translucent plastic. Translucent, if you're as thick as shit, means see-through, I guess. But most people know that. And these little cuttings now. I've got some pots. We're just going to pop them on. They'll be ready for sale in about 12 months. When they get tall, I'll pinch them back, and that'll encourage them to break out from the base. But anyway, 4 weeks from striking the cutting, you've got plenty of root on there, and they'll be away. That's semi-ripe cuttings. Bloody easy. Right, you two, what's all that bloody noise about? Pain in the arse, these dogs. Aren't you? Aren't you?